consumption. Now, for those who are brave enough, if you want to go into
Brave
a gas
enough.
station and buy a hot dog that's been turned in for
Beeville Media News here. We're coming to you today on April 1st. It's not not April Fool's because this ain't no joke. I don't really like to joke. Sometimes I do, but not with you guys here. So we're going to a November 18, 2025 meeting. We're going to be talking about the P tax that was implemented on March 1st of 2026. I actually just saw a receipt today, which made me want to make this video. And basically, it's just kind of going over this meeting and what was said in this meeting about this P tax and this Lisa Benevitz, who doesn't like eating gas station hot dogs, apparently. Whoa. So we're going to go actually into public comment really quick because there was a gentleman talking about these taxes and he was kind of like curious, you know, just like anybody should be curious about these taxes. Wanted to get some info. So let's hear what he's got to say.
Member Benson?
Yes, Bob Benson.
Mr. Benson,
I just
thank you.
wanted to ask some questions about the two, it's not new taxes, I guess, just one new tax and one adjusted tax to help. I assume that it's to just, actually, I guess it's just to generate more revenue. There's no real reason why we're doing the tax.
Yeah, let's hear a reason, guys.
Replace the 1% that was taken away from the sales tax that the state took away. But it seems like it's a little confusing. You call it, the one tax that you added is called a place to sit down and eat, but it's really for takeout food. Is that a correct statement? Because you can go to Jewel and get donuts, and that would be, even though there's a place
Not those
to sit,
donuts.
it's not for that particular.
Maybe the
bakery
baked
area.
donuts,
That
I
would
think
be
it
a
was.
tax on that for food. You don't have to answer it. I know.
They don't have to answer because they probably won't. But no, yeah, I mean, I was going to make this video for a while, and this guy makes some good points, but I don't think a lot of this stuff gets answered actually in the end. You know, because he's talking about donuts, you know, like you get packaged donuts you buy from Jewel that come from a different state, or you get Jewel fresh baked donuts. Like, either or. One's not made for immediate consumption, the other technically is. Which one's getting taxed here?
Don't have to answer. But then the other thing was, and it seems like the 2% is taking up more than the 1%, and I worked down in Chicago, so they had taxes on everything. They had taxes on bags, which I hope I didn't give you an idea.
Yeah,
But,
let's go on. Yeah, they might
you know,
actually.
it'd just be helpful to have an understanding, and it would also be helpful if there is a reason why we're doing it, why you're implementing this tax. I hope it's just not to bring in more revenue and figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, me
later.
too. Let's hope. Not to
The
just
other
bring in
thing
more revenue,
was,
but it probably
I
is.
thought we had a surplus because of all the taxes we were getting for the 4 cents a gallon.
Well, yeah, the gas
Because
tax.
it
Who
was
remembers that one?
Underestimated. I don't know if you do an estimate on it, but it was underestimated how much money was going to be brought in. I was around when it was originally discussed, and I made a comment to the previous village manager, not you, that
Previous manager, not him, because the previous manager got fired for no reason. Oh yeah, no, there was a reason. Frank wanted to
they were
become
bringing a lot of money.
the big man.
So I assume that there was
And when he
money
didn't,
coming in, but we need more.
You know what happened.
So, and it would be nice to know what those are. Actually, I found it, and there is one more thing on the amusement tax. The amusement tax was kind of shocking because it's on television service, I assume, and
Yeah.
streaming services.
Streaming
which I don't
services.
believe was being taxed before. And I could be wrong. I don't see all the taxes, and I was amazed when I saw an old sheet, I believe it was from the village website, but it was from 2023 that we pay taxes. I knew that we did it, but we pay taxes for the village for cell phones, for electricity, for gas, and there's amounts that are for the sales tax and so forth. And I take it, because the legal department had their legalese in there, that it's been checked and you can charge taxes on, and additional taxes on taxes and so forth. Maybe not on taxes, but on the same items. So it would just be a better understanding. There was a little more detail on the places for food, the frequently asked question, but it would be helpful for us as the taxpayers to know why we're doing it.
Yeah,
So if you could
it
just
would
take
be.
that into consideration.
I don't think they actually answer him.
it didn't seem like it was being addressed for the electric vehicles that are driven by younger kids and so forth.
I think he's talking about e-bikes and e-scooters here, actually.
It sure would be nice to have some kind of notification, because I'm a walker, and it's okay when I can see.
That's why I
them
think he's
coming,
talking about,
but
like,
when they're coming
e-bikes,
from behind me, they don't have enough
e-scooters.
common sense to let me know that they're coming behind me. So I don't know if there's some way that you can regulate that too.
Regulation, actually, if you're 8 and above, Village Ordinance states you should be on the street in the right of way, not on the sidewalk. So,
Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Bob, do you want our friend?
and that's in bicycle riding too, not even e-bikes or e-scooters. These kids do come flying, and unfortunately, just like every other village, they want to enforce it, but nobody enforces it. I mean, you don't really see it enforced. You only hear it enforced once a kid hits a car or somebody hits a kid.
Department to reach out to you? Just leave,
Oh yeah.
well, leave us your phone number and we'll get something.
Leave us a phone number. How about you guys tell us? Just be upfront. How about you just stop and answer him really quick or whatever? Probably not protocol, but that would be the common thing to do, to kind of answer so we all know what's going on, right? All right, we're gonna skip forward here to the food and beverage tax portion of the video,
Yeah, motion.
and
Second.
I think it's coming up here. This lady, Lisa Benevitz, is kind of really ticked me off when I first heard this, when this came out. And I was going to make a video about this before, but I just never got around to it. So here's my reaction, again, I guess, to it.
Jewel,
Sure.
donut,
Jewel Donut.
So
bakery.
Let's hear
the
it.
way
Let's hear it,
the
Lisa.
Places for Eating Tax
170K a
works
year.
is it's food prepared for immediate consumption. So
Okay.
if there was a Starbucks store that was in a Jewel
Which
or
is
a
in
little
it,
restaurant,
which is in a Jewel. Starbucks is in a Jewel, or a little restaurant. I guess maybe you could, maybe the bakery side, or the where they make the chicken, rotisseries chicken, sell all those chicken. That's for immediate consumption, lady.
that would be taxed. But other food items are not going to be, like a case of Coke or a package of donuts. Those are not going to be taxed. So it's specific to restaurants and
Yep, just target the restaurants that are in our towns, right? Yeah. Bella Vita.
again, food available.
Lucky for them to
immediate
close
consumption.
before they
Now,
get
for
to get
those who are
taxed.
brave enough, if you
Or
wanna go
what
to a
was
gas
that
station and
stupid
buy a
ass
hot
Italian
dog
restaurant
that's
nobody
been
ate at?
for quite a while, that would be taxed because that's food for immediate consumption.
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, let me back that up. Sorry guys. This is my favorite line when she's talking about the spitting hot dogs.
Who are brave enough, if you want to go into a gas station and buy a little restaurant,
Who are
that would
brave
be
enough.
taxed.
Oh, I gotta
But other
repeat
food
this.
items are not going to be, like a case of Coke or
Mm-hmm.
a package of donuts. Those are not going to be taxed. So it's specific to restaurants and, again, food available for immediate consumption. Now, for those who are brave enough, if you want to go into
Brave
a gas
enough.
station and buy a hot dog that's been turning for quite a
Oh,
while,
haha, that's so funny. Oh, look at Mr. 225K a year. A little grin on his face. You'll never eat a gas station hot dog because you make 225K a fucking year, bro. Come on. And then you, lady, man, you just people that buy gas station hot dogs need it just because you know how expensive fast food even is. Sometimes going to like a McDonald's, you're spending minimum $5. When a gas station hot dog you get for $2. I've eaten gas station hot dogs, but typically, if I go now, I'll stop at Jewel. I'll get a Jewel hot dog, or like those chicken sandwiches for Jewel for $1, and you're still gonna get taxed on. But
that
yeah.
would be taxed because that's food for immediate consumption. And really, the premises
sure is.
behind this.
And to put stress on our restaurants and businesses here to have to tax the residents an extra tax just for eating in, right?
Tax is that any
Slice of pizza
establishment
from
that
Mama
has a
Maria's
table and each share
taxed.
will be taxed because somebody can sit down and eat it immediately. And even if somebody goes through a drive-through and they don't eat,
Any restaurant or any restaurant owners see Lisa Benevitz at their restaurants? Let me know. I want to see how many times she eats out in Bensenville. So let me know. Shoot me a DM.
on premise, the tax is still charged. So just to let everybody know, there's a difference between a non-home rule community and a home rule community. Home rule communities are populations of over 25,000
Okay.
or if they went out for referendum.
Well, we don't have a population because half of our village is commercial. So what are you talking about?
Become home rule. And
Maybe if
they
we,
call
you
this
know,
tax a food
if it
and
wasn't
beverage tax.
commercial,
And
we'd
most
have more people there,
municipalities
right?
have
I
it.
don't know how many actually we have.
And non-home rule municipalities, which Bensenville is, this is called, it's a food and
Mhm.
beverage tax, but it's called the places for eating tax.
Places for eating
And I
tax.
also wanted to stress that this is a tax on the user, so anybody who is coming
This is a tax on the user. Listen to this explanation. Anybody coming from where?
from O'Hare, from California, and
From O'Hare, California.
drives through.
Drives
and
through.
stops at Dunkin' Donuts, they'll pay.
Gets a
the tax.
$3
It's-
cup of
it's not
coffee,
a
and they're
tax
gonna
on
get
all the
taxed.
residents,
Oh
it's just
man,
strictly a
yeah,
tax
you're
on-
really targeting these people, lady. Yeah, they'll stop and get McDonald's. Yeah, what about the people in Bensenville that want to take their family out for a nice meal?
users. So there is a frequently asked questions section that has been on the website. It's got my information on it. So if anybody wants further information, any further details, I would be happy to go through it.
Sure,
and
Lisa.
Try to clarify and answer any questions. And I don't know if the board has any questions that.
So again, what is this tax for? How about you answer a question what the guy asked, so we all know.
Questions.
Do we have any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Carmona, what's that?
Trustee Franz?
Trustee Carmona, you're looking at 10K a year. Trustee Franz, you're looking at 10K a year.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Lomax, you're looking
Trustee
10K.
Yes.
Penicola, you're looking
Perez?
10K.
Yes.
Perez, you're looking 10K. You idiots get paid 10K a year and you are going to vote yes on this? Way to suck some. Yeah, dude. This is why nobody voted for you, Penicola, because you can't even stand up. Why would you guys vote yes for this? Why? What's the reason for it?
Motion carries and ordinance is passed. 5 is an ordinance.
Same with the streaming tax, right?
Page of Cook County,
Coming up
Illinois,
next.
amending Chapter 19 of Title 3 of the Bensenville Village Code regarding the amusement tax. Is there a motion to approve?
Your
Do
motion.
you have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, do we have discussion, Lisa?
Sure. So part of this ordinance was to redefine what the definition of amusement was. And it was
Amusement.
To encompass a wide range of amusements offered to private businesses and facilities within the village of Bensenville. This ordinance also does include a 5% streaming tax.
Amusement. So hold on. I didn't actually catch it when I first heard it. So amusement. So any place you could find amusement in a certain way, you could get taxed. Like what? What do we have in Bensenville that would be as far as amusement? Would that be like the water park? I mean, I don't know what else. Like, what's as far as amusement goes? Amusement, would that be charging extra or taxing for people for playing pool at the pool hall or whatever at the hideaway?
So.
But streaming, of
would
course,
be
yeah. Let's attack all the
anybody
streaming
who
services.
is streaming right now, so
Yup.
that would also be part of this ordinance. So I don't know if there's any questions that anybody would like to ask at this point in time.
Do we have any questions from the board?
So when you're talking about streaming, are we talking about anybody who has internet that streams things on it, or is this
So it'd
like
be
something?
subscription streaming,
subscriptions?
like a Netflix or a Disney or Hulu.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not gonna
Those
get
types
taxed
of,
for watching YouTube for free.
You know, I think that if you're just on the internet itself, there's.
You
not a
think?
tax.
No,
Is
it's
that
no,
your question?
it's not.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
not.
That's what I
I
was looking
think
Yes,
it's
just
yeah.
the subscription services only.
the subscription services.
Thank you.
Sure.
So is it per provider, like Hulu?
Per
It
provider,
is
yes.
Per provider.
Great.
And it's and like it's monthly, correct? Based on
It
their
is monthly.
on their subscription.
It is monthly, yes.
So if you have 10 services, it's 10 charges.
10 services, 10 separate
Right.
additional
So
tax charges.
5% of $24 for Netflix, because that's what I pay.
5% of $24, I actually did it. It's $1.2. So, it doesn't seem like much initially. I mean, you're paying $24 for Netflix. I don't have Netflix, folks. I don't know. Tell me what you guys are paying for Netflix. But if you're paying $24 to stream Netflix, you are dumber than me. I mean, I'm pretty fucking dumb myself, but I would not pay that much for a streaming service just to watch videos. I have like boxes and boxes of DVDs I watch, so I'm good. But hey, if anybody wants to borrow DVDs, let me know. Yeah, so I mean, if you have 10 services,
Any other questions from the board?
that's how you're paying at least You know, it's an extra cost. It's an extra cost, and it's an extra cost that these fools vote in for what reason? Why can't you guys just go against it and be like, no?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
That's fine.
That's 5, you fucktards. Alright, I'm done here, guys. I redid this video multiple times just because I couldn't get my recording right. But, yeah, this is insane. This is the new PET tax, or whatever tax. Let me know how it's affected you. Drop a comment. If you haven't noticed that it's affected you, that's great. But start paying attention to how much money you spend eating out. Alright? And, yeah. Oh god, this Lisa Benevets, man, just kind of irritated me a little bit, especially when she's, you know, oh, if you're brave enough to eat a gas station hot dog, shut the fuck up. Beeville out.